am back. I have not recorded anything or posted anything for a couple months because my husband and my oldest son got back from working out of town, and my workload totally increases when they're home. They're home all the time, so I have people in the house all the time. And then my son's girlfriend is there all the time, so I have like 3 extra people there. So my cooking and cleaning and wash and everything is more. And like I said, they're always there. So I haven't had a chance to record anything. And today I am out and about shopping. Not even Christmas shopping. To be honest, I know it sounds terrible. I do most of my stuff online. We live in an area that's really dead. There's no stores, no shopping. So I do pretty much everything online. I'm just literally doing like odds and errands today, and I have to be out in these crowds, which I do not like. As a germ freak, I do not like crowds. Okay, I hate it. When I'm in a store and I hear someone cough or sneeze, okay, instantly I try to find that person. I make a mental note of them, and then I avoid that person. So if I go down an aisle and I look and that person's in that aisle, I will turn around and casually leave the aisle, because I do not want to be breathing their exhale or walking through a cloud of cough that they do again. So it's just as a germ freak. And if I hear people sneeze, the same thing. Oh my gosh. I was at Kohl's. It was so stupid. It was Black Friday. I do not Black Friday shop because I think it's stupid. First of all, I'm not a morning person, so I'm not getting up early to go do that stuff. Second of all, I hate crowds. But my daughter had an appointment that day, so I had to return something at Kohl's, and I wanted to look specifically there for like a sweater for my husband's Christmas party. So foolishly, I thought, well, I'll just run in and return this and then like just browse through the store quick. I go in, and as soon as I get in there, it's back to back people. And mentally, I'm telling myself, just leave, just leave, just leave, just leave. Because there's too many germs in here. There's too many people close together. I can't breathe people's exhale. Okay, that's disgusting. So I'm telling myself, leave. But then I'm like, well, I'm already here. Okay, now I'm in line. I might as well just stay in line. But the line's moving so slow, and I'm still saying leave to myself. And I'm like, so I'm battling my mind. So I'm like, okay, I'll stay. So I'm crammed, or, just standing up against all of these people, just way too close for me. The woman right behind me sneezes like 7 times consecutively. Like one of those, achoo, achoo, achoo. What do I do? I am standing there frozen, thinking to myself, I can't move, because if I move this way, I feel like I'm going to be in the germ she just sneezed. I can't move this way. The counter is this way. I can't move in front of me because there's someone standing there. I'm literally freezing, thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Okay, I'm going to get home. I wash my coat, this coat. I wash my kids' coats every single day. I'm not kidding. My little boy has like 2 good thick winter coats. I just bought him this year. Every year I have 2 at least. And spring light coats, little hoodies, I probably have 5 of those, if not more, because every day it goes in the wash. Every single day I wash his coat. It has been at school disgusting. I don't know if they hang them on the racks or whatever. They're disgusting. So my coat I wash almost every day. I wash my clothes every single day. But my coat. So I'm standing in line thinking, okay, it's all right. Just calm down. You can, like, when you get home, you're going to wash your coat. You can clean yourself. It drove me nuts. So I returned the item, went through the clothes real quick, couldn't even shop. Because at this point, I'm so annoyed about the woman who just sneezed behind me. I'm so annoyed by the crowds. I cannot stand to shop in crowds. So I made 1 lap through the clothes and I left. And now I'm mad because I went through all of those germs and I didn't have to. I could have returned that. It was like a coat that didn't fit my little guy. I could have returned it another day. So now I'm so mad because I got all those germs on me for no reason. Okay, so anyway, I do not enjoy crowds. So anyway, but I have to go out in them today just because I need like stuff at home, like normal odds and ends snacks. And then after I leave Target, I have to go to the grocery store to get food and everything. So, but anyway, so my cooking tip recipe that I'm going to share, it's really easy. I actually made it 2 days ago. I buy like a round ham steak. I buy the ones that are fully cooked. You can get them like that they're not fully cooked, but to me, I buy them fully cooked. So I put that in a 9 by 13 dish. One of those probably serves 3 to 4 people. If I want to have like feed a lot of people or do like have a lot of leftovers because maybe I'm the next day I don't have time to cook, I'll put 2. You know, like not stack them on top of each other, just like kind of line them up side by overlap them a little bit because it's too big. And then I take, so if I'm working with one, I take about a cup and a half to a cup and a half. Sorry, I don't measure, and I dump brown sugar all over the top of the ham, and then I fill the casserole dish all the way up so that the ham is completely covered except the very, very top of the ham. Bake it at 350 for like an hour and 15 minutes. Really good, really, probably the easiest thing. The worst thing is you need an hour cooking time. That's the hardest thing over that recipe. And then I made potato salad to go with it, which is so good. I'll share that next time. But so that was my recipe that I was going to share really quick, especially this time of year. You're out and about, you're busy, you're doing whatever. I always, like when I buy those hams, I'll buy 2 of them. So I always have like a backup for another day because it's so convenient. So anyway, my germ freak story, helpful hint, whatever, about the doctor's office. Okay, I hate going to the doctor's office so bad. I hate doctor's appointments, like I've said before, but the doctor's office is just a big bubble of germs, okay, for a germ freak. So the way I get in there, there's 2 doors to get to the office for me, at my place. So I take a tissue in my hand, use that so I don't touch the doors. Those doorknobs are full of germs from sick people touching them. Okay? Avoid contact with any surfaces, public surfaces. I go in there. Then when I get up and I have to like electronically sign, I have that tissue in my hand to hold the pen. I'm all done with that procedure. Throw the tissue away. I still hand sanitize my hands, okay? Waiting in the waiting room to be called back by the nurse. I do not sit, okay? All of those seats are full of germs from the sick people. They do not clean those chairs or disinfect them, probably ever, especially daily. So there's germs, okay? I stand and wait. Okay, so people might think, why is she standing? I don't care, okay? I'm standing. The nurse calls us back. We go in to the room. Again, I stand. Within the last year I was there, and I'm standing, and the nurse says, oh, you can sit down. I'm like, no, I can't. I'm a germ freak. There's germs in here. I can't. I'll stand. She kind of looked at me like, okay, like kind of offended because she's probably thinking, you know, I work here. Thanks a lot. I can't help it. Okay. I don't mean to offend people. I have to avoid germs, and that's how I do it. So I'm standing there. The doctor comes in. He's like, oh, you can sit. I'm like, that's all right. I'll stand. He goes, that's all right. Or that's right. I remember you stand. So he remembered. Again, I don't care what people think. Okay. So I was there probably 3 weeks ago for my little boy. He had like a well visit, checkup. So as we go to leave, you have to push a door open to like engage the bar to open it. I hate that, but I will push it with my hand because I can hand sanitize my hand as soon as I leave there. I do not push with my elbow. Okay, no, do not push with your elbow or your back. Now those germs are on your elbow. You can't clean that off. If I touch it with my hand, which I hate to touch things with my hands, hate it, but at least I can scrub those germs off when I get out. If it's on my elbow, like if I touch a surface like that, a door with my elbow, mentally in my head, my arm is completely dirty until I get home and can get my coat off. So this woman, back to the story, I'm checking out, and there's a mom who goes through the door. She's standing next to me, and she has like an infant seat over her arm, you know, and like a 3-year-old. And she is checking out, and I notice out of the corner of my eye, she has a lollipop that she's holding in her one hand that has the baby stroller or seat. She takes her other hand, grabs the paper off, puts the paper down, grabs with her bare hand the lollipop, and hands it to her 3-year-old with her bare hand. I'm thinking she probably just pushed that door with that hand that all those sick people touch. Even if she used her arm or whatever, she's in a doctor's office. She's probably been touching things with that hand that she put. And she didn't even just use like 2 fingers. She like had a claw, all her fingers on this lollipop. And that little boy put it in his mouth. When I see stuff like this, I literally freeze. I like shut down. And I'm looking and I'm thinking, what just happened? Like, how can't she think that that's disgusting? I can't even hear the receptionist trying to plan my my next appointment in a year, I can't even hear it because I'm so focused on how gross that was. Okay. Fast forward 2 weeks later, I'm back in there because my little guy had bronchitis. It was last week. So I'm standing in the waiting room, and one of the receptionists comes out and walks up to the water fountain. Water fountains anywhere are disgusting. I do not let my family touch water fountains. Kids put their mouth on them. People touch them. The water drips out of their mouth back into the spigot. It's disgusting. Or back into the drain. It's disgusting. Okay? So this worker, who you would think, if you work in a doctor's office and you see sick people all day long, you would think that it would be common sense that there are germs everywhere. A doctor's office is one big bubble of germs. Okay? She didn't think that way, though. She walks up to the water fountain, which is right next to the kids' toys, unscrews her lid of like this. She has like a plastic refillable thing. Unscrews the lid, and in the bottom, there's this metal thing that I think what she was doing was filling up water and putting like a powder in and then shaking it, and that metal thing dissolves the powder and makes a drink. So she unscrews the lid. She fills a little bit of water in this, swishes it around, goes to drain the water, because she's trying to rinse it. That metal thing that's about this fat and about that round falls out into the drain of the water fountain, public water fountain. And I thought to myself, I'm watching this whole thing go down, thinking, what's her next move? What are you going to do? That you've basically just ruined that cup. If it was me, I probably would have to throw it away. At least the minimum, take it home and disinfect it in the dishwasher. Scrub it really bad. I'm watching her for the next move, okay? So she picks it up. Kid you not. She picks up this metal thing from the drain of the fountain, puts it back in her cup, proceeds to fill the cup with water, screws the lid on, and walks back to her desk. What the hell? Okay? That thing was just in the drain of something that water comes in and out, comes into someone's mouth and falls out. A stranger in a doctor's office who is sick, and you just put that back in your cup. I couldn't even believe it. Again, I completely shut down, mentally freeze, thinking, what is going on? Does she not get it? What is she doing? I think my little boy's trying to talk to me. I can't even focus. I can't even hear anything because I am thinking, what did I just witness? How don't people realize? I don't understand how people don't go. Okay, I know I'm the extreme with germs, but people go through life not having any germ, knowledge or germ. They go through life like germs don't exist. They touch things in public. They eat things. They do this stuff like germs don't exist. Germs exist. And I know I'm extreme with my level. If everybody in the world could have half my level of germ thinking, it would be so much better. But so many people go through life with absolutely no germ knowledge or germ awareness or thinking about germs. I don't get it. The toys in a doctor's office, my kids have never played with those. Never. If your kid is really that bored in a doctor's office, nowadays, pull your phone out and maybe show them some funny animal videos or go through the pictures on your phone of your family and whatever to kill time. Don't get on those toys. Think about it. Most of the people who come in there are sick. Little kids are walking germs anyway, especially when they're sick. They're playing with those toys. Now your healthy kid comes in for a well visit checkup. They're playing with those toys that are full of germs. Your kid's going to end up getting sick. Come on. I mean, it's seriously not that big of a deal. If you don't know how to keep your kid occupied for the 10-minute wait in a doctor's office until you're called in, then you need to figure something out. Bring a book from home. Do something that they don't have to touch those toys, okay? And that water fountain that receptionist just used was right next to the toys, and it was a low level. So it was for kids. And the kids that are there sick using it. Oh my gosh, I can't. My kids, there are 2 of my kids that are germ freaks, and the fiance, she has become a germ freak, and I'm so proud. Okay, I'm serious. When my kids, those 3 do their really germ awareness things, and things gross them out, I'm just oh my gosh, I'm so proud. I've told my future daughter-in-law, she's lived with us for a year and a half, and she's picked up a lot of my ways. A lot of people would look at me and be like, yeah, you're ruining these kids because they're going around in society and not touching things and thinking things are gross. I'm not hurting them. I look at them and I think I am so proud that they are doing this stuff and they are doing that good. I love it. Okay, I totally love it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you think next time you go in a doctor's office that everything around you is filled with germs. Try not to touch things. And if you do, when you get to the car, get some hand sanitizer and some hand wipes. I hope that you maybe even start buying hand sanitizer if you don't already. To me, it should almost be a law. I know it's pretty bad. That it should be a mandatory thing. Everyone has to carry hand sanitizer in their car at all times. Even my husband, he has a huge pump of hand sanitizer, a huge bottle of hand sanitizer in his car, and he'll get in and use it. Pumps gas, he uses it. We get in from out to eat or being in public, he uses it without me telling him, because we know that society is disgusting. People are disgusting. Okay, try to avoid the germs. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a good day. Be kind and be clean. Bye-bye.